What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be opening up some mystery mail, and then right after we're going to go through and rip a booster bundle of Journey Together. And I'm just going to give you some of my thoughts on that set, and then also some of the things that I would like to see in these upcoming sets as far as some of the full arts, especially for the Pokemon that I've seen that haven't gotten a lot of love as far as full arts and, really nice cards for the TCG. Some examples off the top of my head is, of course, Torchic. Torchic famously does not have many full arts. And although I have, I believe, one of the older ones, and I think it's pretty cool, I think there's a lot that they could do with that Pokemon to really make it better. But first, we got some mystery mail. I've done it again. I re-downloaded Whatnot for literally 2 seconds, like less than a day. One of my buddies is really into One Piece, and he was buying cards, and he sent me an invite link, and I went to use it, and then I realized I was like, oh yeah, I've already used Whatnot, so I will not be able to use that link. But we did manage to get some pretty cool vintage cards from this site. I did get a pretty good price on them. I think I paid about $2 for each. So the first one that I managed to get, oh, I don't remember getting this one actually at all. So I have no idea what this is. Oh, this is like one of those like hollow Gengars. This is for something. I'll have to put a link as to what this exactly is. But you can see it's like a Gengar that's nice and foil, which I thought was pretty cool. I was probably just gonna make this part of my binder art. The other one that I managed to pick up, which was pretty sick, is a first edition Sabrina's Venonat, and I'm pulling them out. They're in good condition, but I don't really care. I just want to double check that they look good because obviously I only saw them on stream. But this card looks like it's in pretty mint condition, actually. But Sabrina's Venonat, that's a first edition, and thankfully it looks real. I picked that one up. I just thought it looked really cool. I think I picked up that one for $2 as well. So after I'm done completing Phantasmal, I think I'm going to go into another master set. If you guys want to leave suggestions in the comments as far as to what I should master set next, let me know. Also, once I do complete the master set of Phantasmal, I will, of course, show off that master set, and then I'll kind of talk through where I got a lot of the cards. Spoilers, most of them I ripped, but a good bit I traded or bought at shows, which you guys have seen in the past videos. Without further ado, let's go into Journey Together. So we are looking for a specific card in Journey Together. It's the Hopzation, but it's the alternative full art. And I already have the Hopzation like full art from this set. So really I'm just missing the alternative full art. I feel like there's 3 full arts for this set. I could be going crazy, but if we can get this booster pack open. Skip to when I'm done with the booster pack. Boom. Okay, we are open. We are showtime. Let's get rid of that. I'll have to show off later. I have like every single Pokemon sleeve. Like I'm not really collecting them. I think I'm just hoarding. But I have like all the sleeves for the boosters. Holy struggle. Pack 1 is live. Starting from the front. Got a nice basic energy. Florigato. Rookity's nuts. Clink. Ends Clink. Nimble. Really cool Nimble card, by the way. Verizon Wireless. It's pretty sick. Hop's Choice Band. Articuno. Really good Articuno base art. Ends Purloin. Got a nice Cinccino. And Ribombee. Shout out Ribombee, as you guys know. But there's a few cards in here that I would have liked to have seen their hollows become a full art. I think off the top of my head, I can think of that Ribombee, the Magearna, and the Torchic. I think they could have done something with the Torchic, given him a nice full art. Like I said, I think he only has 2, so that'd been cool to see. You can tell how little product I get my hands on by how long it takes me to open these things. Got a nice little Wailmer, Sorora, Darumaka, Fungus. Shout out to the 2 Fungus collectors. Lily's Pearl, Greedent, Regice. Shout out Reggie. A nice Beldum, Cufant, and a Dubwool. I actually just recently pulled the Hops Wooloo. I just recently pulled the Hops Wooloo, and I thought that card was pretty cool. It's just cards like that I'm like, you know what, that is a really nice art. I'm happy to have it in my collection, and I've been ripping a lot of Journey Together, so I'm just happy to have all of it. I almost want to master set it just because like right now it is so cheap to get your hands on it. And I know that in 10 years when people are over hating on it, it's going to be really hard to get some of these cards. Severely underrated and I believe undervalued is Enz Reshiram full art from this set. I think that that card should be the Team Rockets Mewtwo. Like, that's the card that people should be like, yeah, I would shell 454. Because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, that's a hit. Because of how cool it was. Basic Energy. Impidimp. Wailmer. Cramorant. Volcarona. Low Kicks. Iris. Selgor. Oh, Toadschool. And a Regirock. I actually really do like that Regirock. I wouldn't mind seeing a nice Regirock full art. I'm planning on doing a page of every Reggie in the future. So my goal is to get some of the art cards related to them, as well as some of like the collector's cards. Like I know sometimes they'll have like in the older sets, just like either promos for the movies or promos for the games that they release. So off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure there should be a Regigigas Topps card. I'll put that on the screen. Is that real? This Shelgon, like that's a really cool base card art. I feel like that'd be a really sick thing to like turn into a full art. I saw somebody posting on, ooh, that's a hit. That's a hit, ladies and gentlemen. I saw someone post online a couple of examples of like base cards expanded, and I thought they looked really nice. So hopefully in the future, if not revisiting them, I feel like it'd just be nice if some, whoa, Iona's Voltorb. That's really nice. See, like that's a card where you're like, wow, that would look really sick as a full art. Just like the art on that is really good. I would say that that card's nicer than some of the full arts. Like no shade to Maractus, but like Maractus, we're fine.
Hey, just here. We're all good.
Whoa. Boom. And Zoroark. Not the full art variant, but that is beautiful. I really like the hollow pattern on that one. Alrighty, we are on to, we have 2 more packs to go. But yeah, so I think that Journey Together is a little bit slept on. I definitely think that there's a few cards in here that I'm like, that's just really good art, something to add to the collection. Let me know if you guys have a favorite card in Journey Together or what your favorite card is. I have some hot takes on it, which I know I'm going to get flamed for, but I don't like the Salamence full art and the Volcanion alternative full art or just regular full art. I just don't know if I can get behind them. I just don't think they look that good. You know, I think it's like a weird clay thing where when they do like some of the materialish Pokemon, it gets this like weird look to it where it almost looks fake even though it's real. And I think that's why I don't let it. Shout out Fungus. Got a nice Drampa. Oh, me and Lila actually pulled the full art Drampa in Japanese. Another Alcremie EX. If anyone needs Alcremie, I am your guy. I think that's like my 7th Alcremie EX. She actually pulled the Drampa full art in Japanese again because we used the first one to trade for the Dragon Forces Wooper. So that was pretty sick. All right, last pack is live. Also, something interesting coming up is I might be working security for a Pokemon convention coming up. So I'm really excited for that, just to kind of, you know, meet the vendors and stuff. I already know a few of them just from going to the shows. I'm excited. I think it'll be a cool experience just to see a larger show and obviously to work it, make some money instead of spending it all at the show. Pupitar, Geodude, Arduino, Comfy, Ruffian. I wouldn't mind the Ruffian full art. I actually don't mind it. Maractus, shout out Maractus. Oh, speak of the devil. I was just saying that I pulled this one the other day, but not too mad. But you got to look at that card. Like, that's a really nice card, and I feel like it's gotten slept on a little bit. Then Magmortar to finish us off. That's the last pack, last cards. But let me know what you guys think about Journey Together. Do you guys think that Journey Together is, you know, a wash set for a reason? Or do you guys think that in a couple of years, people are going to come around to Journey Together and realize that, hey, it's not that bad? I know I always hear at the conventions, people are like, oh, we used to think that Evolving Skies was trash, and now look at it. it's like $40 a pack, which I've seen people pay the $40 a pack. So it really is that much. Do you guys think it'll go the way of that? Or do you think it's so modern and so like printed that there will truly never be like a scarcity on it? My thing is, I think that there's a lot of people who are collecting a lot of modern boosters, bundles, and ETBs and such, which I think is like ridiculous. The amount of stuff that they print now compared to in the past is, it's got to be like quadruple, I'd have to imagine. And so I feel like all of the investor bros who are like, oh, you should be holding booster bundles instead of ETBs and all this and that, like, hey, more power to you, go for it. I think that you're, at least for modern, the market is the way that it is only because people are holding so much. They're not actually worth that much. I think that like you could hold for another 10 years and I don't think that anyone would actually pay you for this stuff at where it's at. I think I saw like booster bundles for Journey Together already trying to be sold for like 40 to 50 bucks. And I was like, I don't think I would ever pay that much for these, especially since they're still printing them. But I still know that there's people out there who are like collecting them, which I think that they're wasting their time. But, you know, I'm sure in 20 years someone will clip me and say, look, they didn't believe, and now I've made several tens of dollars. Nobody believed in me. But truly, I think that if you're like reselling, like I can understand reselling the old stuff, and I understand that there's an irony in that since the new stuff now will be old later. But I think the difference is that Pokemon wasn't as big back then, and so it made sense that there was some scarcity in products, and you know people were unique for holding on to a good bit of it. But I think nowadays everybody has the same idea where it's like just hoard, hoard, hoard. You know, don't rip your product, keep it sealed. And I definitely still have some sealed product, but it's mostly modern and it's just I don't have the penny sleeves at the moment. Like right now I'm using my Charmander sleeves. I don't have the penny sleeves at the moment to be ripping this stuff. But as soon as I do, I'll probably just rip through it, sort through it. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys don't mind leaving a like, maybe a comment, or subscribing, it'd be much appreciated. Any help, any support, even just watching the videos means a lot to me. I've been having a lot of fun making all this Pokemon content. I also do have some ideas in the future. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe out there.